Hello and welcome to my F1 24 driver career mode here today for part 75 for the Portuguese Grand Prix and the penultimate round of this season, where we have a chance of wrapping up our second world title. So we come into a wet qualifying where the rain is stopping. It's meant to be gone by the end of the session, and our first run puts us up into P4.
George has P1, he's in pole
George
position.
is fastest, and he went again on the same inters, and we've made a little mistake there. Leclerc goes to the top. But as you can see, the rain has stopped. We found the 2 seconds on this lap though. We come up to the line to go provisional pole, but by the time we get to the end of the session, the dry tyres are on, and we ended up getting tucked up behind Leclerc's Ferrari, which was a bit annoying. We were a bit caught with his dirty air, but we've still gone fastest in the middle sector, and we're going to round the final corner and come up to the line and we'll cross it, and that's going to put us P5. So this is the grid then ahead of the Portuguese Grand Prix. It's going to be a dry race, and it's Charles Leclerc on pole and Max Verstappen in P2. Then it's Fittipaldi and Lando Norris. We have P5 alongside Esteban Ocon. Then it's Piastri and Carlos Sainz. Alonso and Pierre Gasly round out the top 10. Then it's Stroll and Lewis Hamilton, Tsunoda and Albon, Ricciardo and Joe. George is 17th, Vesti 18th, and on the final row of the grid is Sergio Perez and Oliver Behrman. So as the cars come then to the end of the formation lap, it's going to be a one-stop race, starting on softs, going to the mediums. No rain is expected, so it should be pretty straightforward. If we outscore Lando Norris today, we will be a 2-time champion of the world. Lando needs at least a podium to keep it going to Vegas. But as the 5 red lights come on now ahead of the Grand Prix, we're racing here in Portugal. Got a fairly decent start. There's a McLaren of Lando Norris just to the right. Ocon's trying to get in between both of us. We're going right round the outside now at turn 1. Now going into turn 2, trying to get round the outside of the Red Bull. If Fittipaldi is going to have the inside line, and we've got him, but we've made a big mistake there. And now Ocon is going to have a go at Lando into the next corner, into the hairpin. Ocon's trying to hold it around the outside. Can Lando get the exit? No, we can't. Ocon is through. That's a horrible start by Lando Norris. As up front, this is Max and Leclerc going wheel to wheel. Leclerc holds him off round the outside. We were really struggling. We had great pace in this race, but you couldn't catch this battle, as Max now couldn't get it done round the outside. To the inside, Leclerc is going to hold him off once more. And now we were just keeping Fittipaldi at jabbing distance, but he was always lingering. And now he's going to go to the outside, there's nearly contact. But we keep him behind there as Max finally gets the job done on Charles Leclerc. This is Joe in his Sauber slowing down. Rumours that he's going to be leaving Sauber at the end of the season. But his day here in Portugal is over as he pulls off to retire from the Grand Prix. And we were just stuck 2 seconds behind the Max Leclerc battle. We just couldn't catch them. They were just so quick, and we were just tugging Fittipaldi along. We couldn't break the DRS. He couldn't get close enough to ever have a go on us. But apart from this lap, we didn't make a small mistake coming out of the final corner. Now Fittipaldi's got a chance here to get us. He's going to go to the inside, and he's got us way before turn 1. But we're going to be later on the brakes. Go around the outside, pinch him right to the inside, and that is job done. And we did start to pull away once we broke the DRS. This is Ocon now getting past the Red Bull Fittipaldi. Fittipaldi not really been anywhere this season. This is one of his strongest results. It's going into he's locked up. He's locked up Fittipaldi. It's been a horrible couple of laps by him, but he has way through Lando Norris there. Is now skipping on to the end of lap 14. We're going to come into the pits to make our 1 and only stop of the day as we go trundling down the pit lane now, followed in by Ocon and Lando Norris behind. But we time the pit stop to perfection. The softs
Okay,
go
off
off,
we
the
go, back
medium
into the
tyres
race.
will go
That was a
on. It's a
fantastic
bang
stop,
on
faster than we were
2.5
expecting.
second stop. Great by the team. We come out still in front of Ocon and Lando. Now we come back out onto the track. There's Max coming out of the pits as well. Can we get after them? They seem to have too much for us today, Max and Leclerc, but we'll see what can happen. This is Leclerc now coming out of the pits, and he's going to be side by side with Max. Has he done him? I think he has. He has done Max in the stops. This is, as you can see, going through turn 1 now. Fittipaldi coming down. He might be beaten out here by the Aston Martin of Sainz, and he has been beaten out by Sainz. This is Lando flying on these medium tyres, needs to get down the road after us, and he gets Ocon there at turn 1. It's a good move by him, and now can get down the road after us. Max though has been all over the back of Leclerc, and this time he's going to find a way through to go round the outside at turn 1 and retake the lead of the Grand Prix. And now Lando has caught us up. This is a critical move by him if he wants to keep the championship alive, go into the final race in Vegas next time out. And to the inside at turn 1, he's got us. We try and hold it back round the outside, but Lando is through. Now this is Max coming under pressure from Leclerc again. This is a great battle for the lead. Leclerc trying to keep it pinned around the outside, and he does. Max has to admit defeat eventually, and Leclerc's back into the lead of the Grand Prix. As now we head down, we're right on the back of Lando Norris. We just couldn't quite get close enough to him after he overtook us for a couple of laps to have a go. But this time, lap 23, just 10 laps to go. We're getting closer and closer this time. We're very close to him. We're going to try and go around the outside, and he's pinched himself right to the inside of turn 1, and we've got the job done. We're back up onto the podium as Leclerc is coming under pressure by Max, who really overtakes him around the outside. Lap 25 now, the end of lap 25. Lando is very close to us again here to have us back and get back onto the podium. We've absolutely dropped Ocon on that behind. He's going to go to the outside of us. We're trying to put him the long way round, but he's got us here, and we've dropped the back end. We've dropped it at turn 1. We're off the track. We get back on, and the DRS has been broken, and our defence of Lando Norris is over. And then we just didn't have the pace of Lando. We just pulled away. We couldn't get back in the DRS to re-overtake him. We were far too quick for those behind. Sainz behind us. So this is Leclerc. He wants his lead back. He's been done by Max once again, and into turn 1. Max has got no defence, and he is through. But we skip on then to the final lap of the race. Max couldn't re-overtake Leclerc, and he fell back a bit. So Charles Leclerc rounds the final corner. It's been an epic battle between him and Max. He wins the Grand Prix. Max is second, Lando third, and we are going to come home for P4.
Man from Monaco will win again. Charles Leclerc takes the checkered flag. And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari.
So that's been then your Portuguese Grand Prix. Great battle between Leclerc and Max for the win. We just couldn't get anywhere close enough to have a go and get in that battle for the win. That overtake by Lando puts him on the podium and demotes us down to P4, and then Sainz made his way through to finish P5. Joe was the only retirement today early on in the race, so his teammate Behrman was the final finisher of the race in P19. But this is where it all comes down to one more race. 25 points between us and Lando Norris. We are massively in the driving seat in the title decider. We only need 2 points to be crowned champions. Lando has to be perfect in Vegas and hope that we slip up. Behrman is bottom of the Drivers' Championship, and there's still many drivers who are still yet to score this season. That result for us though means that we are Constructors World Champions for the first time since 2021. A 48-point gap back to McLaren, and then Haas and Sauber have one more race to stop another pointless season. So that's been then your Portuguese Grand Prix. The penultimate round of the season has set the stakes for the final race of the season. We will have a title decider next time out in Las Vegas. We can do the double in both the drivers and the constructors, and it will come down to the final race of the series. I'll see you in the title decider under the lights of Vegas. Goodbye.